You doing sound
Uh,
effects, or am I doing sound effects, or?
no, I was just putting my hood on because it's cold in this
Oh,
room.
okay. I thought you was getting into character. I thought you were becoming the
No,
Monkey Man.
so you know when it's supposedly spring. So like I sound like this. I apologize. This is Leroy. That's Michael. This is the We Trine channel, a production by Nerdy by Nature Productions.
Hmm.
Here in this part of the world, it's supposedly spring, but it doesn't feel like spring because it's still cold. And the pollen is out, which signifies it's spring, and it's attacking me physically. Like I can taste it in the air. I feel like all of this is compacted. I'm moving slow like a sloth, but it's beautiful outside.
Hmm.
Like I literally did a little bit of work and I'm covered in pollen, hauled some gear inside. So, uh, what we here for, Michael?
We here for Monkey Man official trailer number 2,
Dev Patel, produced by Jordan Peele. Um,
and Dev
what?
actually directed this too, right?
Who?
Dev Patel, he like actually directed this.
Um, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So, what did you think when you first saw that first trailer? What did you think? What was your first initial response?
I never saw the first trailer.
Really?
Yeah, I
Oh,
just
we
heard
haven't.
like, oh, this is Dev Patel's shot at being James Bond. That's what I kept hearing on the interwebs.
I see. I won't say James Bond.
Secret agent, whatever. He's an
Nah.
agent.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
You know what? Let's get to the trailer, and now I want your yeah. Let's just get to it.
Okay.
Do you remember me? Do you even know my mother's name? Do you know any of their names? When I was a boy, they took everything from me. The rich don't see us as people. To them, we're animals.
Both of us. We're broken.
If a man wishes to challenge the gods, he must become more than a man. He must become
Okay. Trainer for the Kumite.
a beast. Who is he? Huri. So some crazy kid from the gutter. He has to be extinguished before your nobody becomes a somebody.
Just one small ember can burn down everything.
Make them remember your name.
This looks
Are
wild.
you ready?
Yeah. Do you remember me now?
Okay. So not as suave as a James Bond. He's just going out and wrecking shit and stuff, and that looks
Pretty
awesome.
much. Pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
excited. I really like Dev Patel. I've liked him I think probably the first time I saw him, most people saw him might have been Slumdog Millionaire.
Hmm.
But I mean, I really liked him in Lion a lot. I don't know if you saw that. It was a Oscar nominated movie from, I don't know, a decade
2016.
ago or something. 2016. Yeah, I really liked him in that. I thought that was good. That made me tear up for sure. I liked that a lot. Um, of everything wrong with the Avatar movie, he was not the worst part of it. It wasn't his fault that that movie was the way it was. Um, at least he was an Asian person in a movie with that should have been with Asian people, so that was nice, I guess. Um, but yeah, I'm excited to see him have a directorial debut. The action looks kinetic and crazy. I like it. Um, yeah, this dude's out here wearing his monkey mask.
So the action, of course, draws you into it, but I think I wonder how much of that classism that you saw, where at the beginning of the movie was about filthy rich. I mean, you saw close-ups of caviar, people smoking cigars,
Mhm.
and it seems as if certain people are disposable who are only there for the amusement and labor of a in a one percenter type environment. And I wonder how much of that will be shown in the film and how much of that will resonate. Um, Seeing these people get their comeuppance.
Mhm.
You know, it does seem to be there's a lot of there's a revenge aspect to it. When you brought up the whole James Bond thing, I was like, that's not what I got in that first movie. In that first trailer, I got more of a John Wick.
John Wick, sure.
Um, but it was in this trailer more so than in that first one. I got more of a John Wick, but in this one, I got more of a rage. Like we are watching this man rage and get this frustration out and this pain out, but it's also a cathartic way of us to be able to get our frustration and rage out and being able to go on this journey with him as he gets vengeance on people who have used and abused him and others like him. And I think that message
This
is
one part where he
going,
just beats the crap out of this dude or person stops and then continues to beat him. Yeah, I feel like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
And so like so you and that so you I would recommend you go back and watch that first trailer because there's a certain part where he like goes off
Mhm.
and you see him and it's in defense of someone else. So I think that message will resonate. I'd also there's also a video out or a featurette out of because this is produced by Jordan Peele. Um, I think that alone is going to cause some people to go out and see it
Oh,
because
sure.
anything that's I think Dev Patel has a nice little following. People are interested in his work. I think that combined with the fact that this looks John Wickish, we're not going to be able to get that type of movie in a while. And then you throw in Jordan Peele. I think this has the formula of being a very successful movie.
Yeah.
Um,
I think people had done some early reviews and maybe they weren't high on it, but everybody has different tastes. But for me, I'm excited. This looks cool. We're going to see a different culture, which is awesome. You get to see Dev Patel in a way you don't normally see him being a kick-ass martial artist type person getting revenge. I think that's cool. And I think in the other movies where he wasn't necessarily doing so much action, you could see him do that drama. I feel confident he'll be able to do it here. He won't just be a blunt object. I don't think. I think there will be times, there will be some moments where there is an action where he's maybe more introspective and just thinking of the ways he's been hurt by this system, which looks cool to me.
I mean, as much as I would like to see that, I don't need it. I wonder what, and the reason why I bring that up is I wonder if this will fill that void that John Wick left, because there's a handful of movies that like the plot is great, but it's the action scenes that ties the plot together. So like your Raid movies, the first and the second one, your John Wick movies, you go back and when you look at some of these different action movies, The Man from Nowhere, uh, when Tony Jaa was really popular, and those movies that catapulted him to fame. You still have some of those movies on a lower budget, but this seems to be like, what if you gave your boy Scott Adkins some money and a script? So that's what I think those things, all of those elements coming together, this could be one of the standout movies of the year. So I'm interested to see how, not just how the movie does, but how it's received, because a movie cannot do well and it could
Sure.
still be a cult classic. Like, people could just love that movie.
Sure.
So
April 5th is like 2 weeks away, so it's not
Yeah.
that far from now. So we'll be able to find out ourselves. Let us know here on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. Are you excited to see this? Do you want to see other people? And let us know what other actors you would want to see take like up the action genre. Because like I said, Dev Patel isn't known for action, but he looks like he's capable in this movie. So who else would you want to see do that? I'd be curious for that. Anything else?
Tracy Morgan.
On that note, that's Leroy and Michael. I don't have anything else to say. You know who we are. We Try and Channel, Nerded by Nature Production. Find us on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Threads. I think all those places. Yeah. Till next time, we out.